Greetings, it is I, Shepherd Shang, and from the title you should be able to guess what this is about. Yeah, so 200 hours in Valheim. I do like this game. Seriously, no matter what impression you may have gotten from that first video I did, I do enjoy Valheim. Uh, and apparently, so did YouTube, because that video got picked up by the algorithm, I guess. It's the best performing video I've made in years. Literally, I'm putting this on screen about my views on my videos. Seriously, look at that. But yeah, also lots of comments because again it got picked up. It's like weird. Anyway, uh, yeah, no, Valheim really do mean it. It does not feel like the game is balanced around single player. Again, like I said in the last video, obviously you can play it in single player. I mean, Jesus, there are speed runs for it, and they're really long. Literally, yeah, I looked up a speed run just before I started recording this. It's 12 hours long, and it's like one of the world records. Yeah. Um, yeah, so even if you're doing a speed run and you know what you're doing, it's still a very grindy game. And like that is kind of the issue with this. Like so after I recorded that video and again started playing again, I went into the plains to start collecting materials. I'd already been into plains a little bit. Uh I'll show the map of the first world I made. There's just this one tiny little section of plains on Starting Island, and there's basically no resources there. Yeah, it's basically just cloudberries, the various spawning in foolings and desquitos and locks, and that was it. Yeah, there was a one little tower for foolings, but didn't have anything special in there. So, you know. So anyway, on the other worlds, uh, I found resources. So on some of the other worlds, there are much better. Let's go with spawn locations for enemies. I guess. The Fooling Villages had closer to other things, so I went over there on those other worlds. I had a very hard time dealing with even a small Fooling Village, just because, like, holy crap. The difficulty spikes in this game between the biomes are nuts. Like I talked about it a little bit in that first video. Lots of things I didn't talk about because my ADHD brain cannot focus and I'm not working off of a script when I do these videos. Uh like the fact I've already lost track of what I was just saying. I was talking about the Fooling Villages. Yes. Uh First Fooling Village I got to was very small. Once I painstakingly got through it over the course of like half an hour because aggroing every single enemy in the camp because I shot an arrow or because I chopped down a tree in a different biome, just something that actually happened to me. Uh, and then got swarmed by 10 foolings, 2 of which were 2-star and 3 of which were 1-star. It was just like, Jesus. Again, difficulty spikes. That one small fooling village had only a single patch of cultivated land with some barley on it. Game progression in various biomes is interesting. I do, yeah, I do mean that. It is interesting how they make the game, each section of the game, different, more distinct from each other. Um, it's also really frustrating when you basically can't do a lot of stuff in a reasonable amount of time. Let's go with that description. Um, again, big part of the reason the game feels like it's balanced around multiplayer rather than balanced around single player is because of the resource grind. And apparently lots of people agree with that, according to comments I'm getting on got on that video. Um, so I eventually reached a point where I said, screw it. I made a new world on a new seed, turned on basically the cheat modes and the cheat mode and stuff, turned off no build, passive enemies, uh, literally looked at a map, turned on fly mode, and went over there and built a farm, then turned on free time resources because that's really reduced the grind for planes. Because again, again, no, I'm not going to go into that. Anyone watching this has probably already played Valheim. You already know what's up. Uh, if you haven't, go watch a tips and tricks guide. There are plenty of good ones on YouTube. I used them. Uh, and that definitely reduced my playtime. But yeah, I eventually just started screwing around in that world. Uh, I found that I really do like the building mechanics in Valheim. Uh, Fun. And having not having to use resources to do it is pretty good. I really do understand why there are so many videos on YouTube that are just building things in Valheim and showing off your builds that people have made. The building mechanics they came up with are quite good. Um, and that's part of what I've just been doing for the last 100 hours of play. I just turned on the no-cost build mode, basically turned on fly mode, and just had fun making things. Just making little bases, experimenting, figuring out how things work. Uh, on screen, I'm putting up this black marble pyramid I made. I didn't realize how steep the black marble side things were. I thought slopes were a bit more shallow. Yeah, I can't quite get that final piece onto the top there. Frustrating. Uh, Anyway, yeah, I probably spent like 5 hours just working on that marble pyramid, maybe more. Uh, I'd say that of all the time I've spent in the last 100 hours, I'd say half of it was just on building stuff, just because it's fun. Look, I eventually reached the point like I beat Yagluth after the 150 hours. I figured, yeah, I was ready for him. Didn't have too difficult a time with him, because I had because of the three times resources thing. I was actually able to get enough resources to completely upgrade the armor for planes and actually get all the stuff needed and all that stuff. So I eventually just sort of said, screw it, went into the Mistlands, collected materials from there, then eventually said, screw it, flew over to Ashlands, uh, got some grouse and some ashwood so I could get the unlocks, and just spent a lot of time building. Eventually, just all the stuff I'd been doing, I said, I'm probably ready to fight the queen. I did. That fight was absurd compared to Yagluth. Like, I'm not very good at Valheim's combat. I know this. That fight was still balls hard. Like, again, talking about game balance around multiplayer, yes, the boss's health increase when you have more than one person on in your game. The DPS I had was so small. I've watched videos of people doing fights. I had never actually seen Fodder, the boss of the Ashlands. I literally pulled up a video yesterday in which someone beat fodder in like 3 minutes while taking very little damage by himself. So yes, again, all this is possible in single player. It's just like, how much time do you have to spend to get the fully upgraded Ashland's armor? Any of the sets? Because I'm doing stuff um in like miscellaneous and stuff. The refined niter. That's what I'm trying to think of. Uh, that's not easy to get. Like I was doing it in the 3 times resource world. I'm still running out regularly. It's nuts. Again, I'm trying trying to keep my focus when I'm talking about this. It is difficult. I'm not working off a script. I said that before. ADHD brain does make this all difficult for me. But yeah, like I don't want this video to be too long. Like I could absolutely sit here for another hour. Ah, crud. ADHD. I've forgotten what I was literally just talking about. So you know what? I've forgotten what I was saying. I'll start ending the video. Um, the grind in Valheim is honestly a little bit too much for me. I enjoy the game quite a bit. After spending a whole bunch of time with it, I honestly think building in Valheim is the most enjoyable aspect of it. Yeah, like if you gave me like a sandbox world with just Valheim's building mechanics, I could just spend another 100 hours just doing that. It's a very easy to understand why there are so many videos about it. Like I think it might be the best part of the game. Um, but yeah, I'm I'm thinking I'm just gonna put down Valheim for a while up until the next update. I think they're calling it the Deep North, and even then, I might just be going into it, flying up there, collecting resources to see what new things I can build. Because again, I just I enjoy the building more than any other aspect of the game. It's fun. I like that it does have it's a physics-based building thing rather than something like Minecraft where you can just do whatever. Like I would absolutely love to make some flying castles in Valheim, but at the same time, it's cool that it's more realistic. Um, yeah, I think I'll go ahead and end this here. I am Shepherd Chong. After 200 hours in Valheim, really does feel like it's balanced around multiplayer rather than single player. And it is a good game. I would recommend it. Goodbye.